Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Sunless C, except it's not so sunless, is it? Well, not entirely anyway. Only like 99.999% sunless, but still. Anyway, we're in Estival, and we're basically done here. Also, things are slightly different than last time. We are not quite as terrified, our hold is not quite as full, our fuel is probably also different, as is our hunger. So, what I did is, because I kept overriding the one save file I made, I, had to go back all the way to the start of last episode, basically, and I redid everything I did, because I felt like not only... Okay, so there were two main reasons. For one, throughout the episode, I had a feeling like I wasted some time or, gained some terror unnecessarily while I was going for a little while with the lights off when I didn't mean to, which I suppose ended up saving us some fuel, but, also gave us another point of terror or two. I'm pretty sure we had like 22 at the end of last episode before, so that's actually quite the difference. And I made sure to get all the same events, pretty much. There were some slight differences. Like I got... Somewhere I got only 2 supplies previously. Was that when beachcombing or looking for supplies in that one place? Oh man, my memory. Actually, I can take a look at the map, can't I? Right, so we are back here. I made my way back down from Iron to Estival. Melting Isles? Mangrove College, yes, that's the one. Right, I also might have discovered, I'm not sure if I don't remember discovering this place called the Gap Pole, which is down here, or region, I guess. I'm pretty sure I took this way. Yeah, I definitely came... I went past this ribcage thing, and then this Tessla's channel place as well. Yeah, so pretty much the same thing. Yeah, at Mangrove College, where I previously found 2 supplies when looking for supplies on the along the beach, I found 5 this time around. So that was nice, because I knew that I was going to use up a lot for digging up that meteorite on Estival. So that was nice. So yeah, basically I wanted to go in a bit of a more efficient line, to use up less terror. Also, I looked at my video, and sure enough, a judgment egg, or whatever it's called, is actually for sale in Irem, and I guess I didn't actually... I technically saw it, but I just wasn't paying attention to it, because it was grayed out. I couldn't afford it, because it turns out it costs 10 secrets. You probably saw that. Someone probably commented about it, but, I'm recording this right after the previous episode, basically. So yeah, 10 whole secrets. So what I did differently was I did not buy that second mirror catch box. I'm just basically hoping that I'm gonna be able to get another one on the Isle of Cats somehow, or acquire another one somewhere else, or if all else fails, I could technically just return to Irem, I suppose, which curiously is not actually marked on the map. I'll just hope that I can remember that it was up there. I'm pretty sure I will remember that, at least. Yeah. So the thing is, I did not spend those extra 3 secrets this time around. Where's the... There we go. So I'm actually all the way up to 8 now, which is not quite enough. But it's close. So, we'll see what happens when I have dinner with my officers. I'm kind of hoping that maybe that's going to give me some fragments at least, if not outright secrets, so it would be nice. And if not, I guess, we're not that far away. We might be able to acquire those 2 missing secrets to be able to purchase that egg by exploring some of the nearby islands. I guess extending this little... the little detour that we're on quite a bit more, potentially, but, that's fine. We're having an adventure, after all, and, yeah, anyway, so that's that. I guess I have a little bit more money as well, because I ended up spending a little bit less on, I think I bought just about as much fuel in Irem, but I didn't buy as many supplies because I knew that, I was going to get, I was going to be able to get 10 supplies while looking for supplies here on Estival. And it turns out that that amount is a little bit variable. I had to reload a couple of times to get those 10 again. I got 9 most of the time. I actually got 11 at one point, but I also lost a crew member, so, that can happen. So when I eventually got 10 without losing anyone again, I was happy enough to just go with that. And yeah, that's where we are. And yeah, we're gonna have some dinner now. So let us start with the cook. Sure, why not? Except we can't. Wait. I need Mutasol. I forgot about that. That was definitely not available at Irem. But I want to say I could have maybe bought that in London, even. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Okay, I forgot that we needed an extra item there, but that's fine. That is fine. A bit annoying, but, it's okay. Sure, let's talk to the other cook then. Invite him, okay, to dine with me. Good. We have everything we need here. It shakes its head firmly, tentacles slapping its neck.
Shall science, it lisps. Shall extension.
It turns an earnest eye to you. Apparently it wants to visit the salt lines before it will speak further to you. At least no other crew were around to witness a rubbery man rejecting a human invitation. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Well, this is not quite going as expected. But surely we can just speak to her, right? That takes an extra supplies as well, but that's fine, I guess. A knowing smile. I've heard about you. You like to invite your officers to dinner, learn the secrets. Well, yes, I guess. Well, you don't need to dig far to find my secret. I want to talk to you about it, actually. I've never met my mother. I know my father. I'm a countess on his side, actually. Okay. I'd like to find her. She's somewhere out at Z. If only... Really? You'd help me? That's too kind. If you insist. Here, it so happens that I made a list earlier tonight. Her mother will be found in one of these places. Wither, the Isle of Cats, Irem, the Calonate, Khan's Shadow, Port Carnelian, or the surface port of Naples. Oh no, please tell me it's not Naples. Review this in your journal under learning about Maybe's daughter. Apparently you agreed. Apparently you've agreed to find the mother of Maybe's daughter. You've gained a secret. Good. Lost 1 supplies. Lost 1 strange catch. That's fine. Maybe Irem, maybe Khan's Shadow, maybe Naples, maybe Port Carnelian. I mean, surely we needed to activate this step of the quest first. So even though we were just in Irem, and we've obviously been to the Isle of Cats and Wither on this life, we might have to revisit Port Carnelian as well, I guess. Yeah. I mean, we're going to return to Irem, hopefully pretty soon, if I can just acquire 1 more secret to be able to afford that egg. And I mean, I guess I'm gonna... If that doesn't turn out to be the correct place, then I can visit the other places more or less easily. Naples, though... Well, if it turns out to be that one, I'm not sure if I'm willing to go to the surface again. That's just very costly. That would be extremely unfortunate. Well, okay, that was... Yeah, I was really expecting to start with a bunch of dinner conversation here, but, well, it's not... doesn't quite work out that way. Now, one thing, actually, another interesting thing, an interesting side effect... I was just setting up the Z-Bat all, while traveling along to the east here, and I actually located Polythreme, and it's, I think, yeah, I remembered it being directly north of the Swallowing Isles, actually, so way further east than I expected. I was, expecting it somewhere around here, but I suppose that part of the map that I saw as a loading screen just showed a much larger area than I thought. Or places are, jumbled around a lot more. Anyway, yeah, so that's around here. I mean, I guess I could technically just head in a straight line there, or... I don't know, no, I think I'm actually going to pretty much head straight south from here. Until I'm basically catching up to where I disappeared, where I was whisked away from. And then head over to Polythreme that way. And hopefully by then we're either going to have our 10 secrets or be very close, and then I'll just head straight north, discovering a few more places on the way back to Irem. That's the plan for now, I suppose. Then we'll, of course, have to go all the way down from there again. But, it's what it is. It is what it is. I mean, the plan was to find Polythreme on the way back to, to my original planned route anyway. So, yeah, we will do that, I guess. It's, a bit unfortunate that I'll have to return to Irem all the way up there. Although that might not be the only place to acquire an egg, but, it's the only place that I know. And we're pretty close to being able to do that, so might as well. Yeah, and then maybe, eventually we'll be able to continue with our original plan and, head back to Isle of Cats. Yeah, I mean, Isle of Cats, Port Cornelian, obviously we'll revisit those two places to see if we can find Maybe's mother. And, yeah, Wither is also a little bit out of the way, but then I am planning to go back to Vanderbite, so, it's not really that far out of the way. Yeah. But, all those things are far in the future. So for now, we're just going to continue from here. We'll save. Yeah, I'm going to start a new one here, just in case I find myself wanting to redo any of this. Battle. No. No battle necessary. Sleep when you're... What's that? Oh, I'm hurt. Oh, interesting. Spend time in bed. It really is where you should be. This will heal a wound. Okay. Tough it out. Stuff and nonsense. March around the deck shouting courageously. This will slightly reduce terror, but may occasionally injure you further. I wouldn't mind reducing terror, to be honest. And I will be able to heal the wound eventually when I'm back in London, right? I think that's basically free. Plus it will also reduce some terror in addition, I think, maybe. So, for now, I've lost 1 terror. I might have been able to get a little bit more out of this, but, I'll take a free terror reduction, I suppose. Zalos are basically impressed by buccaneering machismo, except sometimes when buccaneering machismo kills their captain stone dead. On this occasion, you're not dead. Nice. Okay. Okay, Nathan's Bluff. Oh, I didn't even see that there. Sometimes the places you discover that are worth thrifty fragments are surprisingly inconspicuous looking. What have we done there? Do we have something down there? Oh. We approach the Empire of Hands. Let us clasp our souls tight, lest the Pentecost apes take them from us. Ash Isthmus. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There. Unpause. Is there a settlement? Empire of Hands is some distance to the south. Okay. Some distance. At the crew. Discovered Empire of Hands. Yep, there is a settlement. Looks kind of similar to Mangrove College. Vegetation and architecture-wise. And the port is conveniently on this side of the island, so I don't have to go around a long way. Port Stanton. Port Stanton? Oh, this is Port Stanton, okay. We're actually really close to getting that secret. In fact, depending on what happens here, it looks like... Oh yeah, we only need to discover 1 more place, actually. So, yeah, if we can just find something around here, we probably will. Maybe before going to Polythreme, I'm going to go straight back up to Irem. Stern reminder from the Admiralty. In the name and by the power of her enduring majesty, a trade embargo and quarantine in absolute perpetuity has hereby been declared on the Empire of Hands. No ship of London is to permit aboard a Pentecost ape without express and prior permission of the Admiralty. Any and all acts of spirophage are prohibited. Spirophage. 3. They know what they did. Beware of stowaways. Keep a tight grip on your soul. Excerpt from Standard Naval Regulations, Volume 4. The flea-ridden mayor. With the regulations in mind, it is a surprise to be greeted by a mere itchy monkey in a tattered yellow robe, barely walking with the help of a ceremonial staff. Do we actually have to beware of stowaways? And is there something we can do about that if one should happen to try and stow himself away? Sailing the Empire of something. Okay. Okay. We don't have a choice here, I guess. An official greeting. "Hello," cries the mayor in the broken voice of one not yet used to human speech. "Come, make selves at home. All souls welcome in bountiful Empire of Hands." The crew shifts uncomfortably. They know the stories. It will take more than the natural beauty of this place, to make most of them risk shore leave here. In our currency, Empire of Hands monkey business quality is now 1. Okay. Communal wooden boats offer free passage to all travelers willing to row between islands. Or we could stay in Port Stanton, I suppose. Well, I can only assume and hope that the mere act of landing here hasn't done anything bad yet, and we could just leave. I guess I could try that, yes. Looks like it. Okay, we will save here and see what's what. See if we can avoid taking any monkeys on board unwillingly. Let's stay here first. Soul-hungry monkeys reluctantly tend this trading post, waiting for an opportunity to escape. Bloated fleas hop from ape to man and man to ape, gorging themselves without a care for which is which. That sounds kind of potentially bad. A weak call for help. An emaciated man is slumped against a wall of the docks, sitting on a huge crate. He waves weakly at you. Well, the fate of a cigar. Unfortunately, still no submarine. Shore leave. The parasympathetic jungle holds many dangers. Step carefully. There is no authority beyond the fence. Okay. An audience with the flea-ridden mayor. He's not busy. No appointments are required. No more than 19. Yeah, we're at step 1 of that, I guess. Unlock the Empire of Hands. Unlicensed spirophage. No more than 1. Prepare a comprehensive port report. Oh, okay. Sovereign Island, Hearthsake Island, my god. Fountainhead Island and Ash Isthmus. Okay, I guess we can go to all those places. No more than 9. Okay, so I should do this soon? Before it's too late, basically. The Zeppelin. Intense work is underway across the bridge. Okay, this one can wait, I suppose. Huh. Perhaps not. Let's go sailing the Empire of Hands. Okay. Scouting trips, Sovereign Island. A wooden palace stretches across the whole island. Passage to it lit by a field of tiny glim buoys. Or buoys. Not tiny boys. The heart of the Empire. Many boats circle the island, all keeping their distance. The one that gets closest is an extended rowboat painted in yellows, whites, and reds. 4 servant monkeys strain at the oars, while its true passenger sits in comfort behind a gauze curtain. Just for a moment an eye catches yours, but only for a moment. It would not do for a high-souled ape to see something so beneath its notice. Okay. Sovereign Island. Today the sprawling palace is called the Wild-Wheeled Court. Well, yes, Wild-Wheeled Court. Tomorrow, who knows? The world of the Pentecost apes is one of cruel whimsy, where stolen traditions last only as long as their amusement. Gain access to the court. Okay, we specifically need a gift for the Monkey Emperor. The gates are guarded by 2 armored monkeys that would look adorable if not for the blood on their bayonets. Humans are not welcome without an invitation or worthy gift. Well, back to the boat it is then. The guard stare as you row away. It will take some effort to ingratiate yourself here. Perhaps if you could find something on one of the other islands. Do I want that, though? I don't know if I want to get too involved with these monkeys. Well, anyway, the Ash Isthmus. Neither man nor ape claims this volcanic remnant between islands. Haunted, they say. Ridiculous. Or is it? Of apes and monkeys. The trip offers a little time to think on the penties. Technically, they are monkeys rather than apes, but it is not tactful to remind them of this. To their high-souled faces, the accepted name is Pentecost apes. In private, though, the bloody monkeys? The bloody monkeys is about as common. It is, one might say, an ad hominoid insult. Yes. Enter the forest. Or return to the boat. Okay. I mean, we have to do this if we want the exploration here, so. Into the woods. Wide natural paths run between clumps of trees softly lit by a dim green glow and the occasional glimmer of false stars through the canopy. Only the cracking of leaves and the soothing sounds of water break the serenity of this volcano-forged paradise. Okay. Explored Ash Isthmus is now 1, and nothing bad happened yet. Okay. I was gonna say, it seems not quite in character for this game to not have something, or at least give me a chance to have something bad happen. Hunt for supplies. Not many of the plants and berries here are familiar, but some of them at least look similar to ones that were being eaten back in Port Stanton. 28% chance. No more than... I can have no more than 25 supplies. That's interesting. Relax in a hot spring. Surely nothing bad could possibly happen here. I mean, the thing is, we don't desperately need supplies. Otherwise, I might be tempted to try this, of course. Relax in a hot spring, steam and a hint of sulfur gently rise from a secluded natural pool flanked by trees and mushrooms. Who knows, maybe this could even heal a wound. A moment for yourself. Lost 5 terror. Nice. Okay, explored Ash Isthmus is now 2. You slip out of your itchy clothes and into the welcoming caress of hot, deep water. The salts and sweats of sailing life melt away as you simply float, bare and free. Above, false stars glimmer bright enough to be worth wishing on. All around, the glow of the trees casts ambient calm on the silent peace. How long has it been since you had a moment like this? Since London? Longer? Well, yes, actually. A thought for your lover. Ooh, okay. Black beaches give way to an oasis of gently glowing trees and the scent of rotting flowers. Lovely. What is the dapper chap doing right now? Are you on his mind like he is on yours? Surely. A thought for the past. Sea captains are born and sea captains are raised. You think back on the day you learned it was your path. A thought for the future. Ambition brought you this far in your journey, and one way or another, ambition will end it. But have you changed on your journeys? Have you changed on your journeys? Has it, the ambition? A thought for the East. Few sailors are resourceful enough to get this far, where the stories end and the myths begin. A thought for the Z. As mysterious and deadly as the first day you set sail on her, she remains your mistress and your kingdom. No thoughts, not right now. Let this moment be yours and yours alone, not wasted on worldly concerns. Okay, all of these sound like they could lead to fascinating things, but I mean, we do have a lover back in London, so, you know, it seems only fair. Oh, those knights in Wolfstack docks. Knights? I think it was only really one, but, you know. The noise, the passion, the delightful filth. The hot water hugs you tight as you remember his touch, your last words before departing, the tip of his hat to both greet and say farewell. How long will it be before you feel the touch of skin on skin once again, or awake to see that hat sitting at the end of the bed while he... Wait, what was that? Sounded like giggling? Caught. A tiny blonde girl perches watching on a rock. Her innocent grin is spiced with mischievous glee. She moves like a monkey, but she giggles like an imp. At the look of your face, at being caught bathing in her hot spring, and the one that floods onto it as she scoops up your clothes. Oh. Of course. Hey. A monkey foundling. Wait, surely she doesn't count as a monkey stowaway, though, right? I mean, because she is a human. Shipwrecked as a baby raised by the Empire of Hands, she now plays between the worlds of apes and men, neither quite one nor entirely the other. Demand that she put those down at once. At once, you shout, or there will be trouble. Crap. I mean, surely she's not going to... Oh, man. Really? These are my only options? Christos relaxed limbs. Oh boy. Quest for dignity. Oh no. Why? Why did I decide for this? Because the other option would have almost certainly led to immediate doom. So, you know, I pretty much had to. Game tricked me into this. I don't think shouting is gonna help, but I think most people would probably shout in a situation like this. The anger only makes it funnier, of course, yeah. But then my struggling to reach her in time would also have made it funnier, so, you know, there was no winning this one, I'm sure. The monkey foundling sticks out her tongue, grins, and scampers off into the forest on all fours, your stolen possessions in a leather bag slung over her back. Her giggling echoes from deep in the forest as you splash after her in your goosebumps. Ah, damn it. You cannot return to the crew like this. Yeah, that would be a little bit, awkward. Fly upon them, let them stare, let their tongues volunteer them for a whipping. I mean, honestly... But, I mean, I do want my stuff back, right? I suppose I didn't really lose anything, like, really, resource-wise. But... I can't just give up. Into the forest. The branches scrape against your skin. The damp mud squidges between your toes. There is no sign of the monkey foundling, but her tracks are easily followed. Okay. A forest clearing. The footprints lead here. She has not even attempted to hide them. It is as if she wants you to follow. Enough of this nonsense. Let the crew do their worst. You're done here. Oh god. I shouldn't, but... Ouch. Your hand slaps to your stinging buttock. The little stone lands in the dirt as a familiar giggle comes from above. You look to see the monkey foundling dangling upside down from a branch by her legs, a blowpipe in hand, and bag just out of your reach. Tantalizingly so. Taking a deep breath, you politely, very politely request that she return your damp clothes now. The monkey foundling listens and gives it some thought, tapping her blowpipe against her lips as she decides. Say please, she grins. There, it is said. I mean, at this point... Pretty please? Oh, wow. Throw a rock at the little wench. Oh man, why is this only a 30% chance? I should just go with this. But screw it. The rock flies wild. No! Why did I fail? Of all the times. The monkey foundling laughs at your frustration. It feeds her amusement. She fires back a stinging pellet from her blowgun. I'll just try again. I succeeded. It takes her head clean off. Her grin vanishes as she reaches up to where it used to be, and her eyes well up with disappointed tears. Aw, she was only enjoying a little light mischief with the funny captain. She meant no real harm by it all. Well, that might be the case, or not. I don't care. She blinks. The tears are gone. Very well. Her new look says... The look of one used to fending off monkeys after her soul, and cannibals wishing a tender meal. If you want to play rough, you shall have your wish. The dark woods. Enough. It is time to teach the brat a lesson. Exactly. A movement in the shadows. Here the trees do not glow. The lights of the false stars are invisible. You chase the monkey foundling, but she's quick and agile, and she knows every tree, every rock. Now she's not playing. Painful stones and thorns zing out of the darkness, leaving sore red welts that stink and make your blood feel thick. Okay. By the time you fight your way through, she has gone. Why do you feel so sluggish? Why are your legs so... By the time you realize it is something on the thorns, it is too late. You pass out. You slowly drift awake. The monkey foundling sits on a rock barely any distance away, idly playing a tune on a small wooden flute. You reach to grab her, but your arms won't move. You can't move, not much. You're in a quicksand pit, your head alone still in the air. With sufficient time, you can work your way out, yes, though it will be slow and unpleasant. But for now, the monkey foundling sees you awaken and stops playing her music, the flute going into her little bag. She watches you struggle for a while, but then walks off out of sight. Only for a moment, though, before she returns, casually dangling a wasp's nest? It looks like it. This is my island, she hisses. You're not welcome. The world explodes into stinging, buzzing agony as she pushes it down over your head. Wow. You have 2 wounds. Yes, okay. I mean, I was expecting that this all could lead to another wound, so I'm surprised it took this long. Well, agony, agony. Sure. A torturous return. As you crawl back onto your ship. Wait, really? No chance? This is just the end of it. Could this have ended any other way? I mean, yes, I could have not given in to anger and, you know, just swallowed my pride. Probably gotten my stuff back. But I'm surprised I was not able to actually get my revenge here. And yes, she's technically just a little girl, but she has it coming. I don't care. Maybe if I had not had a wound before, the outcome would have been, or that step would have been slightly different. As you crawl back onto your ship, it is not your nudity that draws the crew's attention, but your body and face bloated by stings and the bleeding from both your wounds and the many cuts taken while flailing blindly through the forest in search of relief or assistance. It takes several days bed rest before you can see again, much less squeeze more than one syllable out of your puffed mouth. You do, however, have the honor of having spawned a whole new legend of a terrifying blood horror known only to those who travel east. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is now at stage 99, so nothing more we can do here. That is really annoying. I mean, yeah, basically I knew that, you know, throwing that rock was not the right move there. Obviously, in a non-merciful game, I would not have gone for a 30% chance there. I just wanted to see how bad it would get, and it got pretty bad. I mean, 5 Tales of Terror is nice. 5 Terror, on the other hand, not so much. It could be a lot worse in that regard, but obviously we did not gain anything from that. I'm really surprised it wasn't way worse. I don't know what we could have lost. I mean, obviously, only we were in danger, so there was no danger of losing crew or anything. Honestly, if anything, you know, since we apparently spent several days, you know, recovering from this incident, from this unpleasant experience, I'm surprised we didn't lose any supplies. Cat, can I help you? No? Okay. Guess not. Needless to say, I'm kind of tempted to just reload and try for something better than that. Mostly because of the terror. Wait. Oh, that's just not updated, right? So we're actually at 23. Or, no, we're not. Because we had lost 5 previously. So that basically just undid the relaxing effects of the hot bath, right? So I guess, ultimately, we didn't really lose anything. We gained 5 Tales of Terror. Lost some dignity, perhaps. I guess I can live with that. Yeah, sure. It's annoying. I really want to just punch that kid in the face. Does it make me a bad person? Maybe. A scouting trip, Fountainhead Island. Let's just move on with our lives, I guess. Scouting trip, Fountainhead Island. Ancient secrets peek out of the trees. Any may visit, but few Penties ever bother to make the pilgrimage. A young ancient empire. The Empire of Hands is hardly as old as they pretend, but mimicry and theft infuses their whole culture. If the Penties have come to think that rulers should be buried in ancient temples, then it is ancient temples they will build. It would hardly be the first time their attempts to mirror humanity have entirely missed the point. Okay. A temple in the forest. Swiftly growing vegetation keeps a thick forest wrapped around variably ancient ruins. Even the yet-to-be-plundered ones are heavily scarred with crowbar marks. A temple in the forest. In a clearing of parasynthetic trees looms an imposing structure of wood and stone. A treasure hunt which we cannot go on because we don't have an ancient-ish treasure map. Well, I mean, between these options, there is no option. A temple in the forest. The Vault of the First Emperor. It stretches through the forest in a number of styles, each designed by the whims of the latest Pentecost apes who felt it needed to be made grander. It would take a dedicated team to break it and uncover its secrets. Perhaps you will bring one here later. Oh. Perhaps? I guess we need to actually be on this treasure hunt first. Huh. Investigation for another day. Perhaps there is someone in fallen London who might be able to help you get to the treasures of this island. Huh. Perhaps. Okay. Well, Hearthstake Island it is then. A thin pillar of greasy yet appetizing smoke rises from the only human settlement in the Empire. The Blumenbach Quarantine? The Admiralty has never stated precisely why it seeks to keep the Empire confined, though most opposition to it fades once said opposers actually encounter a Pentecost ape. They've been easy to corral, however, though they do not lack wit. There is not an inventive bone in their hairy bodies, and no amount of stolen humanity has taught them the art of creating engines. Okay. The Lost Treasure Hunter. He squints at a map, muttering incoherently. Huh. Approach the village. Greasy smoke and guiltily tempting aromas rise from a collection of huts around a long-beached pirate ship and a field of pointedly impaled monkeys. Well, I mean, a map is mentioned here, so I can't not go for this. North for the city the bats have brought down. The city the bats have brought down? Isn't that London itself? He wipes his brow. Have you seen a big X on the ground by any chance? I got these 4 map pieces that got me this far and said X would mark the spot. But I can't find an X anywhere. He looks at the map sadly. It should be here, it says. Now, where am I supposed to dig? He's too busy to talk right now, but adds that he will be in the village later if you want to trade adventuring supplies. Don't try the meatballs, he warns, getting back to his search. You just don't want to do that. Okay. Is it only because they're monkey meat, or is there something even worse about them? Well, let's go to the village then. An explosion almost takes off your head. Sorry about that, booms the boistering pirate, lowering a smoking blunderbuss as bits of shattered tree rain down. New arrival, are we? Well, if you haven't got a tail, you're all right by me. He squints, momentarily suspicious. You don't have a tail, do you? Wouldn't put it past the thieving little buggers to go shaving one of their own. go shaving one of their own. Wouldn't know fair play if it kicked him up right up the arse. His voice is louder than his blunderbuss. The congealed meat juices in his thick beard are better not considered. Okay. Hearthstake Village. It was not madness that drove these pirates to cannibalism, but years of being shipwrecked without the comfort of meat. After a while... It was not madness, but years of being shipwrecked without the comfort of meat. After a while, any meat would do. Yeah, but, I mean... Wait, they're actually eating each other? Not the monkeys? Or is that considered cannibalism because they're related? I don't know. Return to the boat. They seem a friendly sort, and are shocked at the idea that they would ever be such poor hosts as to eat a guest, but then they have no shortage of supplies. Okay. I can't do any shopping or anything, though. Not that I would want to, necessarily. Huh. But, I mean, what was that about the map, though? I guess nothing? Huh. The Z is quiet. The journey is pleasingly uneventful. You have not been eaten by cannibal pirates. All things considered, a successful trip. Exploration's complete. Perhaps you can use the information you've gleaned. Yes? Prepare a comprehensive port report. That was the plan anyway. Surprised to see this pop up separately here. If you have reason to brave the waters this far east, especially with the trade embargo, the Admiralty will pay especially well for up-to-date intelligence. I would sure hope so. Okay, and we actually have our 10 secrets, I think. In fact, yes, I know that we do, so that's amazing. The islands of the Empire, all of them warrant further attention. For now, though, it would be best to see if your initial discoveries can whet the interest of anyone back home. Well, maybe they'll send me back to look for treasure. That would be nice. If I could do some more here. Okay. Look for a rowboat. They all appear to be in use at the moment. Is that so? Perhaps not then. Although I'm curious, of course. So, do I accept what happened here? I guess I will. Port Stanton. Well, no, let's see what this leads to, if this leads to anything. Not with Empire of Hands Monkey Business no more than 19. You still have 1, surprisingly. You make a note to return later. Until then, business awaits elsewhere. If only the monkeys had proper ships, their islands would have proper docks capable of handling yours. Oh well. I mean, we don't have a small lifeboat on board or something, or a boat that we can, you know, use to go ashore where there isn't a port. I thought that was pretty much standard issue for any kind of larger ship. Oh well. You'll need the help of someone in Fallen London to continue exploring the Empire of Hands. Check your lodgings after submitting your port report. Oh, okay. Surprisingly explicit there. Explicit instructions. We could still go for shore leave. We could still go talk with the flea-ridden mayor. Or take a look at that Zeppelin. Maybe talk to the mayor first? Sure. King of an empty castle, the flea-ridden mayor scratches himself on a chair made of crates surrounded by boxes of long-rotten trade goods. As a 5-souled ape, 5-souled, he would be able to petition for membership of court. For now, the trade embargo has left him trapped on the outside, a 3-souled overseer with no talent for order. Hey there. In better times, being overseer of Port Stanton gave the incumbent their pick of visitors to the Empire. Now, it is as thankless a task as any to be found in the Neath. Sell your soul to the mayor. He doesn't have much to offer, but if you aren't using it, the mayor will pay 200 echoes for your soul. You know what? Let's not do that. It's tempting, just for the heck of it. Acquire fresh supplies. Oddly, little of the Empire of Hands' natural bounty is edible. The monkeys will help you find the edible stuff for a fee. 20 echoes. For 1? That would be the same price as in London, right? Yeah. Huh. Acquire emergency fuel. Fuel? Got fuel. The flea-ridden mayor nods quickly. Not cheap, not free. Can be arranged. London money, okay. Put on table. Look on docks, yes? This fuel will cost a hefty 40 echoes. Well, thankfully we have no shortage of fuel right now. I mean, I'll give this a shot. 20 echoes for 1 supplies. Okay, so that's just normal. A crate of berries, fruits, and more. Most of them taste unpalatably bitter, but they will do you and your crew no harm in the short term. That's all I can hope for, I suppose. Yeah, well, thanks but no thanks. The mayor returns to pretending to work. Outside, a crowd of monkeys that has absolutely not been listening in scampers away. There was nothing really to listen in on, so that's okay. Zeppelin? Turned away. 2 monkey guards wielding rifles and rusty bayonets block the bridge. This is not for your eyes, outsider. Avert them. Walk away. Walk faster. Good human. Okay, fair enough. Shore leave, huh? I mean, I did save recently, so how bad could it be? Apparently not that bad. Huh. Now I kind of wish I hadn't paid even those 20 bucks. But I suppose some extra supplies can't help because I'm, you know, gonna have to go on a bit of a detour all the way back to Irem. Very soon. In fact, probably I might just do that off camera. Just basically go back to Irem and then... Well, yeah, maybe between episodes I'm just gonna head straight north to Irem. Although, you know, I could technically go not quite in a straight line or go a little bit west first and then go straight north just to discover a couple new places along the way. And then on the way back down I'm gonna go a little bit further west still and then back south and hopefully land straight in Polythreme after discovering yet more places. Maybe that's better. Might be more efficient that way. Anyway, with the help of a few crew members, you gather several crates of fruits and berries from the thick jungle. In exchange for a share, the monkeys of Port Stanton are oddly happy to help you sift through and find the best. Much of the crew subsequently suffers from terrible diarrhea. The two things are perhaps unrelated. Well, thankfully that did not actually cost us anything, though. We gained 3 supplies and lost the hunger we had. Okay, could have been a lot worse. Poke around the shore. Why can we still do this? Time to leave port? Question mark? I probably should not stick around for any longer than I have. Also, okay, No ships, obviously, and no shops. No ships, no shops. We can't do anything here for now. Well, okay. Yeah, dignity lost. Just out of curiosity, an aborted journey. The path through the jungle soon becomes dark and treacherous, the predatory eyes of desperate monkeys staring from behind every bush and tree. Exploring this island will have to wait for a more auspicious day. Okay, I see. It's just, again, one of those inconsistencies where sometimes the game is going to allow me to attempt, basically, an action, even though I'm missing the requirement for it. And it's just going to tell me, no, you can't do that now. And sometimes it's just going to outright, not allow me to click on it anymore. It's, oh well. It's fine. So this was certainly an experience. Surely something better could have come off that little monkey girl encounter. I wonder if we could have actually recruited her as maybe a mascot. I mean, I don't know. Obviously not really. She wouldn't really be able to fill one of the officer roles in any kind of traditional way. But as a mascot, I could see that working, perhaps. Not sure if I would want her on board necessarily after that episode, but, I guess she really was only meaning to play before we started fighting back. But I still feel like that was very much justified. Even though, it was clear that it wouldn't almost certainly not lead to anything anything worthwhile or desirable. But oh well, it's fine. Yeah, we could have probably gotten something better out of that, but we did get 5 stories of terror, I suppose. If nothing else. Tales of Terror. And, ultimately didn't lose anything. I would not have minded actually having my terror reduced, but, it's what it is. For now, I'm going to end this episode. Next time, as I said, we're going to, head back to Iron to pay all of our secrets for that egg. That better be worth it. Seriously. And, hopefully discover some more interesting stuff along the way. But for now, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.